Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. So, is NIO going to go to $35, maybe even 40? We're going to talk about that stock really quick. We're going to do some chart analysis. I'm also going to be talking about some other stocks that y'all been asking about in the previous videos as well. So, let's get started. Right off the bat, we have NIO on the chart on a 5 minute chart, okay? And the stock has been downtrended for a while, just downtrending slowly. I was actually very bearish when it got to the top at like $29 and 29.4. But the thing that I did hate about about the stock, right? Again, like I said before, as a short seller, consolidation is literally the worst thing that you can possibly see. And so far, it is consolidating slightly with an angle. But again, this is not a good time for short sellers, especially the short sellers who've been piling in at the top. There was a massive spike in volume here, but as you can see, the volume is slowly fading down. And that's the seller's volume. The seller's volume is actually getting smaller and smaller. And the one thing that I do see on the 1 hour chart, somebody mentioned it too, and I was seeing this as well, is there is a flag right here. There is a flag on the chart right there, right here. Okay. And again, for those of y'all who are beginners and who have no idea about what this thing may do, let's look at another stock that I've talked about really quick. And that other stock is Gap GPS. And that other flag was right here. Again, just this slow downtrending flag, right? And then as soon as it broke out and then held that level, and it started uptrending and went all the way up to the price target that I had for the stock. Well, kind of in here, but then again, it really got in there a bit later. So if we look at NIO right now, NIO is in that zone right now. And I am very patient on it, okay? Again, if the stock crumbles below, it's worthless to me. Or I might actually go short. But then again, what I would like to see is for the stock to actually jump up here on Monday, right? Especially if the market is green. In yesterday's video, for all of you who watched that video, I did say that I wanted to see a very, very red Monday. And at 5 o'clock, when the futures market opened, it was like at negative 0.70. And I was really happy about it. And right now, it looks like it bounced up a little bit to 0.37. But I do want to see like a historic red day on Monday, like a negative 2.5% red day tomorrow before we make new highs. And I will talk about that more tomorrow. But again, if tomorrow is red, then I would expect NIO to just stay in here for one more day before spiking up here to go to my price target of somewhere around here. This is the price target that I have for NIO, just somewhere around here. I think you can do it. The reason why is because of the amount of short sellers who are like, they add up here and then the stock consolidates. And then when it spikes a little bit, they add again in here and in here. And then the stock consolidates. And then they're stuck in there. See, right now the stock is like right at their level, average price. And plus, if they're buying puts, those options are not going like anywhere. And they're actually losing money on those contracts. So consolidation really hurts. And if it goes to the upside on Tuesday, I do think that the stock may go to $35 to $36, somewhere around this region. I think the stock can make it. I really, really do. And again, they have earnings coming up. I think this means that they have no idea. Okay, it says the 10th of November. So again, if it is the 10th of November, great. What happens through earnings is really none of my concerns. I do not hold any positions through earnings. I let that known very well. But that is my very honest opinion on NIO. And definitely watch this one for the next week to see what it might do. Okay, just to see what it might do. And I really like the fact that the ES is kind of crumbling right now. The next stock that I want to talk to all of you about is Gilead. And Gilead, I talked about that one on, I think that was, I talked about that one last week for sure. Last week for sure, and the stock did not do what I wanted it to do. I wanted the stock to just hold up here for a while between $63 and $65. Okay, just to show some signs of strength. But I didn't think this sell off would be so violent. Like, people have been waiting for so long to make money off of this stock. And then as soon as they got themselves in a profitable position, everybody sold. And the stock is right back to the very, very starting point. And right now the stock is not looking too great. I'm not like too excited about this. I would wait for a consolidation first. And plus they have earnings right around the corner. So again, I have no idea where the stock is gonna go at this point. This sell-off was extremely violent, and until it shows something more obvious on the chart that I could easily read, like, I'm not gonna touch this stock. Yeah, that is my very honest opinion on Gilead. I'm very neutral about it. The next stock that I think that we should address, which is something that y'all been asking about, is PACB. And PACB is consolidating, which I said is a very terrible thing for short sellers. And right now, a gap down to 13 followed by a massive dump would be great for the short sellers in here, given the fact that the stock is overextended. And yeah, I'm not bullish on it at all. I'm not bullish on it until all of the short sellers up there panic. Like, once we see the stock at like $15 and beyond, then we can expect to push up to like 20 or $22. But right now, like, I'm not bullish on it. I would never buy the stock up here. Like, I really wouldn't. Like, if I wanted to be long on it, I wouldn't buy the stock at $13. I wouldn't. I would just wait patiently to see what happens next. A massive drop would be really, really healthy for PACB. The next stock that we were going to talk to is Twitter. We're going to talk about Twitter, okay? And Twitter made new highs on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And right now the stock is consolidating. And if you look closely at the chart, there's a bunch of dip buyers in here who just won't let the stock tank. They don't want to let the stock tank. Okay, and this was a sympathy move from from Snapchat. And Snapchat, we will talk about it briefly today and definitely again tomorrow. But yeah, this was a sympathy move to Snapchat. All of the social media stocks went up as well. And the one thing that I do find interesting on Twitter is this right here. I find this very, very interesting. That right there, very interesting. And if it could just stay up here for like until tomorrow, which is Monday, then it could be good for a long. Again, unless it gets dragged down by the SPY, like this might be good for a long. So definitely keep Twitter on your watch list as well. And Snapchat is moving strong after market. Again, tomorrow we will never know what's gonna happen tomorrow, especially given that the SPY is red. It may even come back down to $42, and then we may see a small pullback down to like 39 before seeing any other signs of uptrend. It did get upgraded by some analysts to saying that it's going to $50. They may or may not be right, but what I personally want to see is I want to see the stock go sideways for a bit or drop to 39 for a bit before move up even higher. Okay. And honestly, it looks good. I'm not bearish on it short term. Like, short term, yes, I wanted to pull back, but like over time, like it can hit $50 for sure. And as a short seller, I wouldn't try to short this thing until it goes up to until it goes up. I wish I could make this thing a bit bigger. Let's see, weekly. Until it goes up to like 60, maybe 70. Yeah, $60 would be where I would actually position myself to go short. Okay, maybe 65, like in the really, really like short time frame if it just spikes up there. But right now, like, there is no Like the risk is too high for short sellers to go in. The stock is very strong. Investors are liking the destroyed earnings. Going in short right now is not the best. It's not the wisest move. So either be neutral or be long. Just shorting it is a recipe for disaster because the stock is strong. There's volume coming in. Do not short this. Again, my humble opinion, don't short this. But then again, it's your money. Do what you want with your money. If you get value from this video, as always, destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to this channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on pre-market and post-market analysis videos. The pre-market videos are released 15 minutes before the market opens from Monday through Friday. And the post-market video are pretty much every day between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Again, one more thing. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Paul and Guma or at PATTERNOLOGY LAB. Also, if you're new and you are interested in getting started in the stock market, there are step-by-step directions in the description of the video to get you signed up with Webull, Robinhood, and TD Ameritrade to have access to Think or Swim. This charting software that you're seeing right here is very neat. I think it is the best in the business, and I would recommend it for everybody looking to get started in the stock market. Also, the very first link get you signed up with Webull, and that one will get you 2 free stocks after signing up using the link below, and 1 free stock with Robinhood using the other link below as well. Once again, my name is Paul with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I'm gonna see all of you tomorrow morning, Monday at 8:15. 8:15.